sketching I did dots actually all over the place because I wanted to do something quite different than I actually usually do. I just wanted to try this technique out. It's pretty cool about what I created using all these dots. I really felt like it was so much different than doing one sketch and doing it again and again. Then I finally used my Sharpie creative markers for this project. I haven't used them in a long time, so I hope that they didn't dry up on me. Here I'm just making one part of the leaf. You'll see what exactly it is. It's probably easy to tell with all the lines and dots that I put. It's basically a tulip, so I don't mean to ruin it at all, but it did take some time to color it all. You know how time consuming it is to being able to do all these marker techniques and stuff. It's definitely something that I hadn't done in a long time, so I thought that I would bust out these markers and then create something that I never thought that I could do. But I already had an idea of what exactly I wanted to do, but this was took forever to basically fill in everything, every little part of it. But it was totally different based on everything that sort of happened. But I never thought that I would make this and voiceover make this into a video because you like this better than digital drawing, which adds probably more. Then after that was basically doing the stem, which is the part at the bottom of it, sort of making it look like a leaf, which I thought was probably the most satisfying part here. Just putting it all together, it just makes sense to have it like that, but Next was basically the leaf part here. You can see here. Then I'm just coloring it up. And then later I am going to outline it in a darker green. So hopefully it looks better than it actually is right now. I don't know, I feel like when you zoom in you can actually see it much better. So some parts I'm zooming in, some parts I'm zooming out because I didn't exactly shoot it horizontal. So you can see all the marks that I'm making, but it did take quite a bit of time just to color all of this. But yeah, most of the time is spent just coloring this, sort of finishing up here. Going to add color the other leaf on the other side, making it look opaque so you can't see the outlines, but somehow I do have an idea of where exactly I want the outline to be around the leaf. I really think that this marker is really good, but it's kind of like a paint marker, even though I've never actually used a paint marker or an acrylic marker. I mostly use those dual tip tomboy brushes. I never ever use markers that are this permanent, and then I used a regular brush to just outline it because the ones that I have, it's absolutely too thick for it, so I just used this brush pen just to finish it up here and make it look nice. And once I'm finishing up doing this leaf here, then I'm going to do the other side. Oops, I did a mistake there, but you will not see that anymore because I'll cover it up with the lines that I add to the leaf. I don't know, I just didn't feel like it was that perfect enough. So next, anyways, I'm going to do the other leaf on the bottom. I don't know which leaf this is. Or am I doing it over again? This is probably the bigger leaves. Maybe they're two small ones? I don't know. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I think I did add a sort of bottom leaf to the bottom there. I think I did one at the top and one at the bottom, two of them, so you see them together there. I do think that this turned out pretty great, even though the tulips are definitely not in season right now. but I just thought that it would be nice to do this. And now we're gonna add a new flower that I've never actually done. I'm just doing a big pink blob here, basically like a circular thing, but like I added the pink and stuff, and then on top of that I'm gonna draw like some flowers on top of it to sort of give the idea of it actually being a flower. And they are really pretty, and I don't know if I captured them how exactly I wanted them, but you know, everything that I do looks kind of realistic, but you know, I think that I did a good job. Here I'm going to just color this up here and just finish up this. It did take quite a bit of some time, but I actually got the hang of it. Then here I'm going to use purple to make small little tiny flowers, and then sort of put it in like a circular motion. Then you sort of try to cover it up. You can make it bigger and bigger like I did. I never thought that I would get the chance to do it, but I actually sort of wanted to do it because I've been planning to do hydrangeas, but I never actually done it on a physical sketchbook, so this is the first time that it actually comes back to life. I sort of enjoy just doing all these like flowers and stuff. That was probably the most satisfying part. I did at the end want it to be bigger and bigger because it sort of looks small, and some of the flowers that I was drawing, it sort of came out of the circle blob, but then I added more and more stuff as I went along the way and added more coolness to it. I think that it makes a huge difference when you add more and more flowers. That's what hydrangeas are. I think they can be really big, and I don't know if it looks exactly like it, but I tried to replicate it the best I could. So it's just interesting about how I can create all this. And I just decided to film it, and everything was in vertical, but then it's okay. So you can see that I am just coloring it, and I did end up covering it, so I did have to like sort of like let it dry, and then I go over it with the pink, sort of like going around the border of it and making it look nicer. And then I think I let it dry for a few minutes, and then I went over with the purple. It sort of comes together, and yeah, I think that it was totally worth it, and I did at the end make it a little more like this, and I sort of put it all together and added like a little bit of curved lines, I think. I don't know what you call it, but sort of like a wave type of thing. I don't know if you could see it. I didn't do a good job of I just added sort of like curves around it. I think that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to sort of do it in curve shape, but yeah, that's my hydrangeas, which I think are pretty cute, and they're like just in time for summer, which is just around the corner. See my white marker? That doesn't work. I don't know what's wrong with it. If you have any tips on how to fix that problem, then make sure to comment it below so I know that you guys are watching this. So then I ended up adding another leaf to sort of put it all together and make it look nice there. And then later I'm just gonna outline it with my dark green there. I do add like a sort of like the same idea of what I did on the previous flower, but making it look nice there. And I like using the dual brush tip because it gives it more flexibility to be able to do all kinds of things, especially if you're like doing a big flower. It just makes sense to have a big thick brush then rather than just having a thicker brush because then it sort of ruins it. So yeah, I think we're almost done with this drawing. It was pretty simple and easy, and I think I should have added more flowers, but I felt like 2 flowers was enough for this. So maybe I could keep on adding more stuff on it later. But yeah, that was the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed me, and I'm just going to sign it and be on my way. I really do have a lot of fun, especially making marker drawings, because it's so much more fun than doing digital. I love digital, but I feel like I should do more marker drawings because I feel like I can be more flexible with the amount of supplies that I actually have. So yeah, so that is it. That is today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I have so much fun creating this masterpiece. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.